Okay, you know, for years I've been hearing, don't make comparisons to Hitler. There was only one Hitler, thank God, that everybody else is not Hitler. And suddenly, Louis C.K. is comparing him to Hitler. Bill Maher the other night, SNL, as we said. You know, I mean, is that a fair comparison, do you think? Or is it over the top?
I think it's over the top. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like when folks on the right do stuff like that to Obama. I don't like when folks on the left do stuff. I get that it's SNL. I think you can get away with it on SNL. It's comedy. We all laugh. The problem is it seeps out from SNL, and then you have commentators saying it, and people. I just don't think he deserves that.
That's not fair, because he hasn't immediately disavowed white supremacy groups, and
he did disavow them a few
not
times.
Immediately, and he has been courting those. He has been courting those groups.
Courting Nazi
absolutely,
groups?
Absolutely.
White supremacist groups?
Absolutely.
No.
His message. His message is one that is courting those groups, and all you need to do is really look and listen, and it's there.
I don't want that at all.
You know, I have to bring something up, because a lot of people say, I'm with you, a lot of people say, no, he's just doing it to get votes, he's doing it to get votes. I want to read you guys this. It's from the very first article the New York Times wrote about Hitler. This is from November 21st, 1922. They said, several sources confirmed the idea that Hitler's anti-Semitism was not genuine or violent. It was merely using anti-Semitic propaganda as a bait to catch masses of followers and keep them aroused, enthusiastic, and in line. You must feed the masses with cruder morsels and ideas like anti-Semitism. They also didn't think that he was going to go and do what he did.
Also,
you never know.
He also, you know what, I don't like the violence at his rallies, where if they don't like what he's saying, he causes
I don't like
he throws them out.
The Secret Service has to get the protesters out. But let me go back to
that wasn't the Secret Service who was hitting that black girl.
No, I'm just saying that the Secret Service does have a responsibility to get certain protesters out. But going back, I think it's unfair.
We are allowed, though, Paula, people are allowed to protest.
But I'm also just talking about Secret Service and their job as well. But I want to go back to people that are voting. I spoke with the campaign last week. I covered him on Super Tuesday, and they said the big takeaway, he's attracting first-time voters, but crossover voters. I mean, there's a lot of Democrats that are voting for him, and I think, you guys, we have to be reflective of this country. There are a lot of people that do support him, and to make a gross generalization that if you're voting for him, you're a racist, I don't necessarily think that that's fair as well.
But that is a generalization. I don't think any of us are saying that every single Trump supporter is
that's what
a
we make
racist.
it sound like. We do make it sound like that.
I don't think we can deny the fact that there are a group of people that his message is resonating with, and that is a message of discrimination and bigotry and misogyny, and it's there.
Demonizing the other.
That's
one of his messages.
It is there.
When you're talking about Hitler, though, I mean, that's like equating Donald Trump to someone who wants to exterminate a whole race of people or a whole. He's not
to build
saying
a wall.
things like
he wants
that.
to send millions and millions of Latinos from this country.
It's very similar.
He's talking about you can't equate border security.
How is it different?
You can't equate border security with the extermination of Jewish people. I mean, you can't, though. You can't.
You know, last night at the debate, it was funny. Don Lemon asked the candidates at the Democratic debate. He quoted Avenue Q. He said, you know, there's a song called "Everyone's a Little Bit Racist," and the question was basically, how are you guys a little bit racist? Which I was like, wow, they should be asking that at the Republican debates, because they would be here for hours.
That was a great question. I actually thought that was a great question, and their answers were really great.
Watch this up, because even Trump himself seems to be encouraging the comparison. Look at this photo from a recent rally. Okay? This is, he's got them raising their hands, making a vow that they will vote for him. And on the right, you've got them giving the Hitler salute. I mean, the comparisons visually are not good.
Listen, my family, I come from Holocaust survivors. You know, I don't want to get like that serious. All 4 of my grandparents were survivors. I would say more than half my family was killed in the Holocaust. I look at this and it frightens me. And I know that he's not targeting me right now, but we don't know. And I can't even imagine being a Mexican person or a Muslim living in this country. How you must feel listening to him.
You can't really deny that he targets Muslims and Mexicans.
I didn't like his policy on
but can you deny that he says bad things
not letting Muslims come in the country? I didn't personally like that policy, but I'm not going to equate him with Hitler. I think that's a big stretch. I think we have to, in politics, we expect our politicians, we hold them to a certain standard when it comes to language and things, and I think we have to do the same. He's not a Hitler. You may hate his policy, that's fine. He may drive you nuts. He drives a lot of us nuts, oftentimes, myself included, but Hitler is not a Hitler.
His name is Dumpf. It's Drumpf. That's his real name is Drumpf. Like mein Drumpf.
He has German heritage.
John Oliver uncovered that.
We'll be right back. If I can say it in German, I will.